We're back with breaking news in the fight against ISIS. Bombs hailing down on the Iraqi city of Fallujah, a city U.S. soldiers fought and died to liberate, now the flashpoint of a violent assault against ISIS. These are the brand new pictures that we have here that are believed to show the start of an operation to retake the besieged ISIS stronghold. And just like in 2004, during the Iraq War, Americans are again involved in this fight, this time mostly from the sky. The Iraqi Prime Minister talking to national TV today, making the announcement, telling all citizens in the city to flee, to get out. Let's talk about that with Lieutenant Colonel Scott Mann. Colonel Mann, welcome back.
Hey, Brooke, thanks for having me on.
So straight to it, Fallujah. You know, ISIS, as we mentioned, took control of the city. It was January 14. The assault now, why? And remind us why Fallujah is so strategically important.
Well, I mean, first of all, Fallujah is a critical city just in terms of infrastructure to Iraq. It's an extremely large city, and it's also home to a lot of marginalized Sunnis. And so taking this town back is critical to overall Iraqi stability. And I think it's a good idea, obviously, that we root these guys out of here. But I am concerned, Brooke. I mean, how many times have we swept through these cities in the last 15 years? And I don't think as the singular strategy that it's enough.
We were just talking on TV last week about Baghdad. In Baghdad, you had dozens who were killed in a wave of bombings at outdoor markets and restaurants there. And so, you know, now the new attempt to retake Fallujah. I know you've said it's time to change the game by going local. Tell me what you mean by that.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, during the Iraqi surge in 2006, our coalition forces worked with many of those same marginalized Sunni tribes that ISIS is now leveraging as support for their safe haven, Brooke. And we did the same thing in Afghanistan that I talk about in my book, Game Changers, where we worked with Pashtuns who were marginalized in the rural areas of Afghanistan. Those are the folks that we have to work with. Those are the folks that are being exploited by ISIS. The Sunnis right now, if we don't work with them from the bottom up, the Shia-based military and these Iranian-backed Shia militias are simply going to, you know, drive a wedge between those Sunnis and the Iraqi state. And it makes it so easy for ISIS to tell the narrative that the Iraqi government and our forces are out to get those Sunnis.
I know we're talking ISIS now, but big news over the weekend with regard to the Taliban. Mullah Mansour, the highest-ranking member of the Taliban, was killed in a U.S. airstrike. President Obama calling it an important milestone. You know, already the Taliban is selecting a new leader. We know Mansour was against peace talks. What about his successor? What do you know about that?
Well, what I know is this, Brooke, is that, I mean, I don't want to minimize, you know, when you take a guy like Mansour out, I mean, that's a big deal. But how many milestones have we had in this 15-year war under both administrations? And you know what our nonprofit Mission America is pushing out to all of our political candidates right now on both sides of the aisle is this taking the head off of the snake, whether it's Mansour, whether it's bin Laden, whether it's Mullah Omar. It does not win the war. We've got to have a broader strategy that helps local marginalized populations push back and fight back from the bottom up. And until we do that, we can play whack-a-mole all day long, Brooke, and it will have a short-term effect, but it will not win the war against these guys, and they know it.
I mean, whack-a-mole or not, it's a success.
Absolutely.
It's significant.
It is a success, but we've had a lot of tactical and even strategic successes over the year. But if we don't change the game at the grassroots level, where these guys embed themselves and mobilize locals against the government, it's just a short-term win, and we keep expending blood and treasure for strategic gain on their part, and it feeds their narrative. So in the end, I'm not sure it's as strategic a win as we'd like to think it is.
Okay. Lieutenant Colonel Scott Mann, thank you as always.